Hey, friends and family, thanks for tuning in to this week's Thursday Night Thought. This week, we are talking about revelations. Have you ever been in a place in your life where you just want an answer to something? And you know those moments when all of a sudden it's like a hidden truth then becomes known, or you all of a sudden have this aha moment and it's like a revelation and it moves you forward and it creates change in your life. So how is it that we can have these revelations and have them even more frequently in our life? That is the answer that I got this week through a very important message that I'm going to share with you right now. And the message is this: your open and vulnerable heart contains all the power of heaven within. That's powerful. When you choose to acknowledge and share the honesty of your feelings in any given circumstance, giving them permission to vacillate, you ignite a powerful energy that reacts with life to create change. You are the revelation you've been looking for. You and I are the revelation. So the way that we have more revelations in our life is to pay attention to that area, our heart. And for those of you who may have done this study, may not know about it, there's an institute out there called the Heart Math Institute. And scientifically, they have proven that the heart has an electromagnetic field around it. And the heart actually has a knowledge and a wisdom that is amazing. And specifically, I'm thinking of the study that they did with these participants that came in, and they showed them pictures. And these pictures were very loving pictures, and these pictures were very disturbing pictures. These pictures were enough to invoke a reaction, emotional reaction within the individual. And what they found is that when the person was looking at these pictures, their heart was hooked up to these electrodes or whatever it was using to measure the knowledge of the heart. And they noticed that when the person had the reaction, it was 100% driven by their heart, and then their mind processed it for them to be able to write down what it is they experienced. So they saw something, they immediately had a reaction, and then the mind processed what it was and they wrote it down. But the heart knew. The heart even knew before the next card came up. It was that accurate. It was that powerful of an energy. And this message is stating that that energy is what we can tap into to create change, because it's honesty, it's truth, and there's a power in that. So what we have to be able to do is open our hearts and be vulnerable with our hearts in order to feel these feelings. And it was very interesting. The other key piece of this is that we give them permission to vacillate. We're not vacillating. If someone says you're an emotional wreck or roller coaster, or we use all kinds of different terms, right? When we're feeling one way at some point and feeling a different way at another point. We are human beings. We are children of God. We are mind, body, soul, spirit. That's who we are, unique, created in this life as to who we are. But our feelings are a part of that. But the cool thing about feelings is they're universal. Everybody experiences them. That's why we have vocabulary words that we can attach to them. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling happy. Oh, you're feeling happy. Oh, you're feeling sad. We can all relate to it because it's a universal energy. But the emotion and the energy of an actual feeling is powerful, because it's truth. And we have to honor that. We have to be able to feel that and not numb ourselves out to it, not watch TV or, drugs, alcohol, sex, everything that's out there, overeating, whatever it is, to numb ourselves to our hearts, when our hearts are wanting to give us valuable information. So if you find yourself asking, God, I just want an answer to this question, and you find yourself in your head, the head's not going to give it to you, because the head is the battlefield. The heart has all of the answers, and it has the honest answers. So if you think about it, the vision that came to me is I look at my children. And if you're ever around children, you can tell within 5 minutes that these kids have open hearts. They're vulnerable. They feel, and they don't judge their feelings. And man, when they're feeling a certain way, they get a reaction from life, because they're not questioning, should I be feeling this way? Should I not be feeling this way? They express at the level of what that feeling is. There's a There's a magnitude to what our feelings are. And really, if you look at feelings, they're all the same energy. They're just different experiences. And it's really based upon what it is we're seeing on those cards. And life can be very similar to that. It can be that movie screen. It can be that play that we're watching and then we're having a reaction to. So if we're asking about a question in our own lives, we got to look and see what it is that we're looking at that's causing a reaction. And if we're thinking something different and questioning ourselves, oh my gosh, should I be thinking this? Is this how I should be feeling? Pay attention to the reaction of the heart when you're looking at what's being presented. That's where the revelation is going to come from, and allowing ourselves for those feelings to vacillate within us. That's where the power is. So it's okay to be feeling one way. It's okay to be feeling happy, but feel it at a level of, my gosh, I'm so happy right now. I'm so excited. It's okay to be feeling sad, and it's okay to need to close off and maybe start to journal and dive into those more painful feelings. They're there for a reason. So when we allow ourselves to feel, that's how we heal. That's how we get answers. And that's really the takeaway of what I got this week. Is there were a lot of times where I was thinking something, trying to find an answer to something, and looking for signs in life to show me the answer. This message was super specific that it's not going to come from the signs of life. It's going to come from what is my emotional reaction to what it is that I'm seeing. That's the honesty of my heart. That's the revelation. And when I started to pay attention to that, it's like I allowed myself to love on a level that was so much greater than I've been loving in my life. I allowed myself to dance with my kids and be happy and goofy and have fun. And I allowed myself to cry at the moments where I felt sadness or compassion. I just really allowed myself to feel, because that's who we are as humans. We feel. And it's okay to feel. And it's not who we are, because it's going to change. And so we can't ever put an identity on that. We got to allow ourselves to do that, because that's where the truth is at. So I hope this message was encouraging and inspiring for you. And I look forward to sharing our next Thursday night thought together.